Hello, survivors of the apocalypse. Welcome back to Atom, RPG and playing hardball. So, the Christmas theme is off. That was this thing here, the new feature they added. And let's have the Operation February, huh? So there are some stuff. Well, so we helped people, we helped Peregon to get rid of these wolves, and we talked with people. There's also like this red hair here. That's another hilarious character. So she evidently has some problems. And to speak of role-playing, she is a potential companion, by the way. But I think she's more like, if you want the evil psychopathic way, I think then I mean I would actually like to have her, and I guess we will be able to try her. But I think she's not working well with the others. So, what do you want? Go on, tell me! Quiet down, let's just talk, okay? I don't know, a moralist puppet such as you might not be ready to talk with the likes of me. Try if you dare. Well, so, yeah, well, we talked with her already, right? So, and then let's have a chat with the guard again. Go screw yourselves! Yeah. Seeing us, the mustached guard smiles and waves. Seems he's really grateful for our help solving the wolf problem. Thank you, my friend. The rest of the guards are idiots and lazy asses, but I know how you helped us out more than most. Yeah, that's for sure. Okay, do you barter? You have 30 bucks there. Yeah, and well... The training grenade, that could, however, be interesting. It doesn't do much, except with stun chance, but I know that we can actually use it to build something. So maybe we can actually put this 160. And now the big question is, do we have anything that we could sell for that amount? I actually had hoped that we would have way more options to sell our stuff here in Peregon. And now it's a huge fiddling around. So we have one rusty, how about the rusty Nagant? And how about... I mean, we could sell the cheese, right? And we have so many pieces of tire, right? Yeah, let's give this one here to him and maybe one beer. There. Yeah, we can keep $2. I guess that's okay. Also, we need to lose some weight. That's the thing. That is the biggest thing. Let's do it like this. Okay, so that's for sure. Well, see you around. I'm laughing at you, fools! Soon you'll all see. Yeah. Okay, so then we have another guard here. The guard stops us by showing us an open palm. He sighs and looks somewhere to the side with boredom in his eyes. He begins saying a text he's clearly repeated so many times he learned it by heart, A to Z. Attention. To enter the camp, you must provide your pass. The pass can be bought in the office at the entrance to Peregon. Any questions? Well, we do have tickets, but hey, is it possible to get in for free? You seem to be a decent man. You are making a good impression, but you ask such stupid questions. Of course not. I strictly adhere to the rules, and so does my mate, so one can only get in by having the ticket. Okay. And, well, what if I decide to exit the camp? It's your right, but if you make even a small step beyond those bags of sand, then get yourself a new ticket, as you will have officially left the town. How come you have this rule about buying an entry pass? Well, think about it. We can't let every beggar in the tent city. We've got wealthy people there, resting after a long road. We've got all sorts of goods, a pub. The ticket is not that expensive, and those who can't afford it are sure not to be welcome here. Okay, well... Yeah, we understand, and no other questions come to mind. So, here's the ticket then. Let us through. We hand the ticket to the guard. He thoroughly examines it and nods. Come in, but remember, if you cross the border of these sandbags, look for a new pass. There's no use telling me that, oh, I only made one step. I don't care. I have only one job here, to receive the tickets, and I do it 100% well. Shish, somebody has a broom up his ass. Well, alright. We better go. Actually, it's a positive thing. Oh, what's there? You've got way too much power here as it is. Exactly. Don't forget who pays the tab for your activities. If it weren't for us, you would have been slain by bandits long ago. They would have fled to Krasnozameni to lick their new master's boots. Please, let's try discussing this like civilized people. Come on. They don't understand civilized talk. Shut up. Who do you think you are anyway? There you go. These criminals have already started an argument. Your behavior is childish, and if you're not careful, it will lead to bloodshed. Come on. I never know what to expect from them. We have to work together, traders and guards alike. Please listen to me. The time for talk is over. Oh, I'm afraid it is. Oh, this will end in catastrophe, mark my words. Well. Hello? I would have a word with some of them. Oh, let's not leave the city then. Well. So, we know about a conflict between the, I think, traders and the other guys, right? Well. So, who are you? Good day. The man in front of us seems consumed by his own grim thoughts. He alternates between sighing, groaning, and scraping one dusty boot against the floor. He nods gloomily to us. Did you come to see Peregon racing at full speed to its bitter end? Ew, I don't know anything about that. Well, what happened here? Yeah, I wouldn't miss it for a leprechaun's pot of gold, right? No, I don't know anything about it. What happened here? The man tiredly waves his hand. Same as always, really. There's trouble in upper management. The guards are demanding to raise taxes, but the merchants won't budge, and that's not all. The parties cannot agree on anything because there's no set policy for Peregon. Some people say there aren't enough guards and arms to protect the caravans, others that the merchants aren't making enough money and their selection of goods is on the decline. And because the leaders of the two parties are so consumed by their own ambition, they won't entertain any kind of compromise. Oh, that's not good. Only compromise is the right thing, right? The only thing that brings people together. Well, and who are the leaders behind the brouhaha? There's Leonia Abramov, the main speculator. His office is in the hold of the old barge. He's also responsible for all bureaucratic dealings in Peregon, which means all the paper pushers are his men. The second one is Sipli. I mean Nikolai Siplovsky. He's our general, generalissimo even. He's head of the guard. His den is located in the former port authority. A perfect example of a river pilot turned military man, or at least that's what he tried to do. The last one is a decent man, but he holds no real power. The former manager of the local port, Fyodor Maximovich, has the respect of all parties to this conflict. He lives on the deck in a small annex. Interesting. So 3 factions, and one person is being praised who is without power, Fyodor Maximovich. That sounds like our guy, but we need more information, of course. Also, this guy could... Well, it's certainly only his opinion, yeah? Well, is there really no middle ground between these people? Oh, that's a good question. I mean, if Peregon had someone to take care of all the administrative issues, and serve as judge in this dispute? I think that Fyodor Maximovich, who used to be in charge here before the war, would be a great candidate for that role, but I don't see our current leaders ever agreeing to share their power. Yeah, that's always a problem, right? People clinging to their power, although they are not good at wielding it. And what do your neighbors think of this disagreement? I don't know, I'm just a chef. However, if you ask me, I think the Krasnoznameni folk are rubbing their hands in glee. They'd love to take us over. But if that ever happened, free trade in the Wasteland would go kaput overnight. Oh, okay. That sounds like not a result that we would want, because it's better if the economy is rolling, right? And you are, well, you said you are a chef, seeing as how we are talking and all. Me? Just a humble cook who just so happens to care about Peregon. It's a godforsaken place inhabited exclusively by assholes and knuckleheads, but it has an important function in the ecosystem of the Wasteland. We can't just let our neighbors tear it apart. Yeah, and what do your neighbors think of this disagreement? I don't know, I'm just a chef. However, if you ask me, I think the Krasnoznameni folk are rubbing their hands in glee. They'd love to take us over, but if that ever happened, free trade in the Wasteland would go kaput overnight. Okay, so... Well, how about we change the subject, because I feel that we are repeating ourselves here a bit. The man doesn't look thrilled at our proposal, but he just waves his hand helplessly without actually protesting. No sense arguing about it. Were you maybe looking to buy something? I'm the chef here. I have some leftovers for sale. Yeah, sure, but, well, as we see, you will not give us a rebate here, huh? Well, before we do business, could you answer a couple of questions? Yeah, ask away. Well, tell us about the political landscape here in the Wasteland. That depends on which Wasteland we're talking about. Here, for instance, all power belongs to three groups. The people of Peregon, obviously Krasnoznameni, and Dan's crew, the bastards. What would you like to know? Well, seeing as how we are already here, tell us about Peregon. Peregon is inhabited by merchants and guards who were originally river pirates in this region. It is the trade center and economic powerhouse of the Wasteland, especially when we are not squabbling internally, and Krasnoznameni, who never let up meddling in our affairs, can let us be for 5 whole minutes. And what's your opinion on Krasnoznameni? Krasnoznameni is a city-state created by the party lowlives and swindlers who founded the Chamber of Commerce. That place sure something. Sometimes I'm even jealous. There's a little bit of everything you need for a good life there. One problem, though, the insatiable ambition of the Chamber of Commerce will sooner or later lead to its messy demise. Or maybe those weirdos from the Mycelium will screw everything up for them. Those nuts even have their own headquarters now. And what do you know about this Dan? I don't want to waste my breath on that hunk of dog meat. He's nothing but a thug who fancies himself king of the gangsters. He's sucking the money out of small villages like Otradnoye to finance a move into high-level politics. Funny thing is, Krasnoznameni seems to be falling in line with this strategy of his. Yeah, actually we heard something about that already, yeah. And it might not be a good thing if this Dan guy, although he's certainly not such a black character, evil character, but he's certainly also not the white guy. But it doesn't feel that this guy is really the future, and he will most likely also not be the best guy for everybody. Yeah. So, let's talk about something else. What is there to do in Peregon? Until recently I would have suggested grabbing a bite to eat at the barbecue joint, but it's closed now, and there were all kinds of rumors surrounding it lately. Oh yeah, well, we know that place well. The man smooths his moustache and nods. And what should we be on the lookout for in Peregon? Same as everywhere, my friend. Be cautious of people who try too hard to be your friend. At least you know the ones who tell you to piss off are being honest. With the smiley ones, you can never be sure what they are really thinking. Well, okay, that is certainly a cautious, if a bit sad attitude, and also maybe a pretty realistic one, right? Yeah, I will keep that in mind. Can we ask you something else? The man smooths his moustache and nods. And well, you know any fresh gossip here in Peregon? Ah, you know, people keep talking trash. Like I heard the roaring forest roars because of some fat-ass underground mutants. But anyone who knows local history can tell you about the massacre that took place there during the Civil War. The forest is roaring because the spirits of the white officers are shaking the trees. Who else, right? You can trust me on this. I'm not some old washerwoman looking to stir up drama. I'm a serious man, a skeptic. Ah, yeah, good. That's good to know. Well, and do you know any other gossip? No, just about the roaring forest. Alright, so then let's barter. Well, we see you do have some money. Oh! And you have some interesting rifle rounds, so let's grab those. For 100, we have 170 on the table. What would you like? What do you need, actually? What do you need for 170? I mean, we could sell him the quality zip gun, but I wanna actually upgrade it further. That's the thing. 170 is not much. What could we give him? Julbar has a pistol in his mouth. How about that? And, well, maybe the beer. You need so much beer anyway. And we are not having a party anytime soon. Sadly enough, as that is. Yeah, what to say? Well, we could... No coffee, that's too expensive, too valuable. That's Gorilka. Yeah, we keep that one. How about... Yeah, we don't really have anything else that would be smart to depart with. He does have some meat now, but we are really good on meat now. After all the wolves. 13 here. And then we've got 22 meat. Yeah. Oh, it's so difficult. Maybe the cheese. But I feel that we shouldn't sell any food, actually. Well then, maybe the eggs, huh? There. Minus the beer. Oh, he can't carry anymore. Yeah, and then 30. Beetroot. Because the beetroot is a lifestyle, right? Or the red O. The red O is actually pretty expensive, and, well, we don't have a super high... 440, let's check. Yeah, actually here. Let's give him rather the rusty. Here, like this. That also weighs 1.15 kilograms. So that's better. Minus the beetroot. Like this. And he can keep 3. Or how much is actually one meat? It's 15. Yeah. No, we don't want to give him meat. We don't want to have meat. So, yeah. Let's do it like this. Alright then, so. We've got a run, but thanks for the business. That's fine. So then, let's have a look. There are the tents here. We can't carry so much more, so we are not going through the trash, aka treasure chests of the Wasteland. But there's another person here, and he has a backpack. And that raises our hopes that we can actually barter with this guy. Oh, a bearded man with unusual piercings. Rings through his lower lip. Oh. Now that is quite interesting, isn't it? We've never seen anything like that. He smiles at us as we approach. Right away, we notice how he moves with the sleek and relaxed amble of a panther. People like this are veterans of dangerous dungeons and ancient ruins strewn with deadly traps. This person's clearly a seasoned stalker. Oh. Greetings, I'm Stalker Richard. Hey. Is it okay if we ask some questions? No problem, I'm on break right now. Okay, how do you like this place? Fine, I consider any place that offers food and shelter a mecca of civilization, and if you'd been to some of the other places I've worked in, you'd agree. Aha, we see. Okay, another question? Go on. How long is your break going to last? Until I run out of money. I no longer take on assignments just out of curiosity. Now I need a financial impetus. I see. Another question? So? And what do you do while resting up? What do I do? I sleep, smoke, drink, and pick up chicks. Delightful. I see. Another question? So? Know any fresh rumors? There are plenty of rumors, but this is one that surprised me. If big fish with deep pockets ever hire us stalkers, it's always to dig up some rare artifact so they can sell it. But supposedly a Trudograd tycoon hired a team of black archaeologists to dig up the local village where a battle had occurred between our guys and a NATO squad. That time it was to give the fighters a proper burial with military honors and so on. Ah, so there are still a few true patriots left in this world. I hope to God I will be interred with military honors in a general's tunic. Well, pray and hope, old man, and it may well come true. A proper burial, huh? Okay, another question. Yeah, go on. Well, let's change the subject and talk about stalkers, shall we? Richard gives us a cheerful wink and claps a hand against his pocket full of nuts and bolts. I'm a half-time stalker now. When I run out of money, I dig in some hole or lead others to interesting places for a certain percentage of their gains, but while there's still a coin in my pocket, I try not to get involved. Uh-huh. And what's the best place to pass out the loot? Well, what can I say? Merchant prices more or less come down to your ability to haggle. The only way to make a killing is if someone's paying you to get into some specific place to find a certain object or information. Then the reward might mean a year without a care in the world. Apart from that, don't ever sell anything in Krasnosameni. They are world-class gougers out that way. That's bad to hear, because we've sold a lot of stuff, but we already know that the prices in some locations are really, really bad, right? Yeah, and could you tell us some stalker stories? No problem. I once knew a man of Yura, name of Yura the Half-Head. We explored a couple dozen locations together. He was a smart guy, very sane and stable, until we were sitting together by the old campfire one night with nothing to do. Out of boredom, I asked Yura, "What does your nickname mean?" And he said calmly, "I'll show you." He took a gun from under his belt, checked that it was loaded, put the barrel in his mouth, pulled the trigger, and shot half his head off. Flopped face down in the fire, stone dead. I couldn't sleep for a week after that. Even now it's hard to talk about what happened. Do you have any other questions? I need to distract myself. Okay. You're kidding, right? Well, you asked for a story, didn't you? What else do you want to know? Okay, well then it was a good one, I guess. So, isn't it scary to be a stalker? What isn't scary these days? The only way to feel safe is to hole up in an underground bunker and weld the entrance shut, and even then something might turn up to devour you or traumatize you mentally. Okay, I like the guy. So, well, and what will you do when all the ruins have been completely stripped? What will I do? Smoke cigars in a car floating above the world. When all the ruins are stripped and all the findings properly researched, communism will return in a week. There are so many incredible inventions, things people had never seen even before the war, especially in the ruins of research facilities. Okay. Well, it's certainly an interesting profession, huh? So, we don't have anything else to talk about, I guess. Oh, well, is it scary to be a stalker? Yeah, okay. No, yeah. Could traumatize you mentally, right? Well, do you barter? Oh, you don't. Soon you are going to run out of money, huh? But you do have waste paper, but that's too heavy for us right now. Which is sad. So... Well then, see you later. Truly an interesting profession. But we need to get going. But have a nice night. That was quite funny. And then we have another person here staring into the fire. Oh. Noting our approach, this steely-eyed fellow immediately places his hands on the grips of the twin Nagant revolvers at his belt. Oha! Two-weapon fighting, huh? The two-weapon shooting style. However, after carefully looking us up and down, he crosses his arms and invites us closer with a nod. What do you want? Well, we just wanted to ask you a few questions, but you seem overly cautious. Are you expecting a disaster or something? The man frowns as his left hand drifts, seemingly of its own accord, back to the carved handle of his revolver. Let me put it this way. Men usually try to escape their fate. I am running after it. Uh-huh. Well, we can't help but feel there's a salient detail or details missing from our dialogue, brother. Why not trust in a fellow wanderer? The man partly draws, then more snugly replaces his right-hand revolver in its holster. I'm pursuing an unprincipled criminal who in my native lands was called the Laughing Man. Unfortunately, he is already long gone. That rat bastard took both the lives and property of many of my fellow citizens. His gang we destroyed utterly in the Battle of the Old Windmill. He, however, wily, woebegone weasel that he is, he managed to escape. I'm volunteering to go after him to ensure he would never hurt anyone else ever again. I caught up to him one time, not far from here. That was a fight for the storybooks, if anyone wrote books anymore, that is. He escaped me again, found some fool to drive him off east, far away from here. As soon as my wounds have fully healed, my hand steadied, I will continue my pursuit. The Laughing Man won't escape me this time, and he will find very little to laugh about when next we meet. Okay. Well, we hope you find him. Whatever happens, only one of us will walk away and the other fall dead. Perhaps this time both of us will take the dirt nap. I've made my peace with that possibility. Hey, was there anything else you wanted? Yeah, well, we just wanted to ask a few general questions, then. Well, ask then, and I will answer. Well, where did you come from? I came here from the faraway lands of my family. Though now, even the most experienced stalker would find nothing there but remnants of a bygone glory. Okay, then I guess you didn't leave for nothing. One more question? Ask away. What are you doing here exactly? At first I needed to stop and nurse my wounds. The wounds I suffered during my journey. Now I am just resting. My intuition will let me know when it's time to resume my travels. Oh wow, we wish we had intuition like that, huh? One more question. What can you tell us about the city? Even after spending many months here, I cannot call this place my own. Is there anywhere a place that I could? Well, that's a question we often asked ourselves, actually. Well, now another question for you. Ask away. Got any good rumors to share? When I crawled into Peregon, I was severely wounded. Luckily for me, a wandering doctor helped me until I had recovered enough to care for myself. If the local authorities had found me, they likely would have just left me there to die. Okay, we see. That doesn't sound very hospitable, right? But we already... Yeah, I mean, we encountered the guard in the entrance area who's checking the tickets. And yeah... I mean, he was certainly determined to do a good job, but he's certainly not determined to be a good person. Yeah, but well. So, do you know any other rumors? No, nothing that I have not already told you. Okay, well, it's sad that you don't barter. Well, we have to go. Lots of stuff to be done, but thanks for the chat. Have a good night. Is there anything here? I like it that there are that there are a few insects. Ah yeah, there is someone here. That's Richard. Did we talk with him? It was the cook, right? No, it's the stalker, okay. Okay then, so then let's have a look here. So he's just picking up girls and checking. So actually, like, what time is it actually? It's nearly 11 in the night. Yeah. Yeah, so obviously the market stands, everything is closed now. And we are encumbered. Can we actually give some more stuff to someone else? Yeah, it's 9 kilograms. We're not going to distribute that to anybody else, so... But Julba, come on, boy! How about you carry the roasted meat for us, huh? Or the explosive with the makeshift timer in your mouth. Yeah? Is that a good idea? Is that a good idea? So... Go over here. There's a bar area, okay, with a few colored light bulbs, very cozy. By the way, guys, feel free to just break the role playing for a second. Feel free to write something if you find it funny, like me asking, okay, should Joel Barb carry the dynamite in his mouth, right? Yeah, so. There's a person here. A middle-aged man with a broad grin claps his hands in delight as we approach. We've never seen him before, but it seems like he's genuinely happy greeting all the passers-by. Okay. Oh, hello there, old chum. If you're here to see me show them... I'm afraid I must apologize. The comedian Nikita Konev, who is me, turned out to be a little too sharp-tongued for the local bourgeoisie. However... The profits from my cancelled show were reimbursed in free drinks, so my good mood hasn't been dampened at all. I could even do a private show for you. I'll tell you a joke, just ask. I promise I'll make you laugh. Or was there something else you wanted? Well, actually we were just here to hang out and talk. Oh, but you are Nikita Konev, huh? We heard your name. But how about you tell us a joke first, to lighten the mood. Get ready, cause here it comes. How did I know communism was doomed from the start, eh? All the red flags. Alright, you gotta admit, this one's actually funny. Yeah, okay, it is. It is actually hilarious. Tell us another one. I know you're skeptical, but this one's good, promise. 3 men, one from Trudograd, one from the land of the oil barons, and one from Krasnoznameni, found a picture. Adam and Eve in paradise. The Trudogradian says, there's no doubt these two lived in Trudograd. The oil baron says, nah, it's clear they come from the south. On a picture, Adam and Eve in paradise. There's no doubt these two lived in Trudograd. The oil baron says, nah, it's clear they come from the south. The man from Krasnoznameni interjects, you two idiots, take a closer look. Both are malnourished, pale and naked. Obviously, these are citizens of Krasnoznameni. Bazinga, hell yeah! Come on, at least pretend to smile. Yeah. That was kind of funny, wasn't it, right? But, yeah, we didn't really laugh about that one. But yeah. The stalker is being reprimanded by his wife. Why are you drinking so much? Go to the cemetery and count how many people died from vodka. The next day the stalker comes home drunk and says, I went to the cemetery and I saw from his wife, from his children, but not a single from vodka. Badoom. Ah ha ha. Hilarious. Tell us another one. Here you go. There once was a man who caught a golden mermaid and the mermaid spoke to him. Let me go and I will grant your fondest wish. The man scratched his head for a whole hour. There are so many things to wish for. Then he finally gave up. Why don't you choose the wish for me, for yourself? Since then, that man collects twigs in his teeth every day and arranges them in a pile while his wife rests inside, eating gingerbread and bossing him around. Oh, ha, yeah, hilarious. Tell us another one. Get ready to laugh. A gorilla escaped from a traveling circus and wandered into the apartment of the caravan security coordinator, Comrade Mambitov. Mambitov came back from his walk, looked at the gorilla and asked his wife, "Why did you hang a mirror in the living room without asking me first?" Ah, haha. Hilarious. Tell us another one. Alright, listen up. I'm always wary of staying in the center of Krasnoznameni because of the heavy pressure there. It's several bars. Oh, ho, ho. Now that is hilarious. And tell us yet another one. A stalker is being reprimanded by his wife. Why are you drinking so much? Okay, it's the vodka joke. Okay, we already know that one. Hell, but yeah, it's a good one. Tell us another one. Okay, it's the bars in Krasnoznameni. And another one, not a problem. Professor Tadeusz from Krasnoznameni once caught a mimic, made him drink some gasoline and then let the mimic go. The mimic ran for 10 meters and dropped dead. Said the professor, he must have run out of gas. Oh, ho, ho. Hilarious. And do you have another one, a fresh one? No, the stalker and the vodka, then. Oh, but here, this one. I think you don't know this one. This one's a humdinger. Comrade Kovalev from Otradnoye scolds Dan. You've been a real pain in my ass, turning our brick factory into your lair. And Dan's like, what do you mean? Tomorrow I'm announcing a new tax. Every yokel in Otradnoye will start producing a whole mountain of bricks. Jesus, I crack myself up. Oh. Hilarious. Tell us another one. Watch out. Amazing joke incoming. Dr. Mikoyan tells a local mechanic, young man, drinking for no reason without company is the swiftest path to becoming an alcoholic. The mechanic caught a mimic, brought him home and then released. Bon voyage. Then he poured himself a shot, drank it, caught the mimic again and brought him back into the home. Into his house. Welcome back, buddy. Ah. Yeah, that was an average one, right? So, about another one. Here you go. There was once a man who caught a golden mimic. Oh, we already know that one. Okay. And do you... Yeah, maybe this one. Call the surgeon because your sides are about to burst from laughter. A ship in Peregon harbor gets a hole in the hull. Everyone starts to panic because the entire cargo is about to sink. Then the old boss, Fyodor Maximovich, calmly asks, is Leonia Abramov in his office? People answer, of course, but what does that have to do with anything? Fyodor Maximovich answers, well, then you can all just go about your day. That ship won't sink as long as Leonia is on board because shit doesn't drown. Oh, ho, ho. Hilarious. Tell us another one. Well, then I have only the one with the bars. Stalker and the wife. But here, another one comes to mind. Easy peasy. Armenian Radio received a question. Why did the Mycelium Scientific Society cross the road? Armenian Radio answered, it's not why, it's whose road was it? And the answer is everyone's. Oh, bazinga. Okay, well. Let's change the subject. Sure thing, old chum. Do you want to chat? Let's maybe talk with him first, and then we do this here. The psychedelic substance. I think that's the guy in Krasnoznameni who sleeps. I think. Do you want to chat? Oh, then I'm the right man for the task. Let's do it. Well, is it hard being a professional comedian nowadays? My man, in the heyday, my career, I had a show in the same building as the Krasnoznameni Chamber of Commerce. Whilst walking down a long, poorly lit corridor before the performance, I heard the shrieking of a pig coming from beneath this massive steel hedge, along with the senile voice reading Das Kapital. I think that's from Marx, right? Das Kapital. The money, basically. See where I'm going with this. Nowadays the comedy writes itself, no talent or hard work required. Life itself has turned into a joke, and I think that's the only thing about all this that isn't very funny. Yeah, well, we guess. Okay, one more question. Ask away. So, you make a living telling jokes? No, not really. Sometimes I help out on construction projects, sometimes I work harvesting crops, but damn, there was a time when I was selling all kinds of drugs that cheered people right up. But that was a long time ago, just an example of how far a man will go in order to survive. Well, a jack of all trades, we see. Okay, another question. Where did you perform? Did you go on tour anywhere? Oh, the places I've been, old chum. Trudograd, Cherkasy, Sutomir, the fabled town of Lutsk. Long story short, I've been everywhere except for Kitesh, because it sank. Well, you're quite the globetrotter for these days, huh? One more question? Ask away! Heard any rumors lately? Rumors and gossip are my primary sources for new jokes. Here's an interesting one. Most of the north is divided and ruled by opposing gangs and tribes. They require tribute from anyone wanting to cross their territory. Money, vodka, animal furs, canned goods. And this one gang, the Death Gang, do you know what they wanted from our caravan? They wanted us to draw their maps of Krasnoznameni, Peregon, Fogolevka and Otradnoye. What the hell do they need that for? Oh yeah, what the hell, huh? And that is actually pretty worrying. But yeah, okay, so enough with the questions, let's change the subject. How about we discuss psychedelic substances? Oh, damn it, news travels fast, huh? So what is it that you need? Alright, sometimes I do that just before going on stage to make my jokes funnier, but right now I don't have anything on me. I need to stay sharp when I'm coming up with great jokes. Well, you know, we know a guy who fell into a coma after taking some psychedelics. We tell the story about Rudolph. Jeez, that's some heavy shit. Just imagine getting stuck in a nightmare. Well, destiny is a sneaky bitch, no doubt about it. I was angry at the person who told you about my love affair with chemistry, but now I see it was the right thing to do. Here you go. I was saving this for myself in case my brain ever needed a quick detox after getting shit-faced, but it sounds like your body needs it more than I do. This is a real pick-me-up, made with amphetamines. The man hands us a bottle filled with an opaque liquid. You can just have it. Your story really shook me. Ugh, I'm going to tell my supplier from the Wolves of Peregon that I don't need any more orders from now on. Okay, geez, thanks. Let's talk about something else then. And by the way, thank you very much. Yeah, we are surely going to save Rudolph with that. So I think, well, do you know another last joke? I know you're skeptical, but this one's good, promise. 3 men, 1 from Turuk... I don't know, it's the one with Adam and Eve and stuff, right? Well, and do you know another one? Well, get ready, cause here it comes. How did I know communism was doomed from the start, eh? All the red flags. Oh, yeah, that's actually a good one. And with that one, we can end this conversation. So, that's good. The Wake Up Potion. A potion with an amphetamine base made to wake up anyone, even Rudolf Karpov in Krasnoznameni. So that is certainly a good thing. Saving the game. And then, well, there is another gentleman there and another guy down here. Before we go to the barkeeper, let's go there to this guy. By the way, so this is the ship here, huh? Oh, I like the reflection. So I really like the reflections and the water during the night in this game. So here, the person. He doesn't look Russian. A tall fellow, or like, doesn't look like a Soviet person. But on the other hand, yeah, he could be. So a tall fellow is looking down into his grimy cup with a pouty expression. His shifty eyes jump quickly from side to side and all around. Once in a while he drinks, but never stops nervously scanning his surroundings. Pardon us, but are you waiting for someone? The man raises his left brow and shakes his head. Waiting, maybe, but mostly I'm just killing time. Well, a lot of folks around here are simply killing time. Tell me more, friend. Yeah, and his face does look familiar, doesn't it? But yeah. Well, the truth is, I'm in a predicament. I made a spur-of-the-moment deal and got mixed up with the wrong crowd. Now I'm paying for it. The man clamps his lips shut, perhaps realizing he said too much, and shoots us a suspicious look. That's about it. Now, if you don't mind. Further discussion on this topic is not part of his future plans. Well, maybe firstly we ask him to barter, and oh, he does have interesting stuff. So 105 worth of stuff, and he's got a not sharp knife. So maybe he could use around 2 sharp ones, huh? No, that's too much. However, we could just take this one here. Yeah, it's a waste. Like to buy a regular knife and then to sell it, it's I mean, okay, we actually make a little surplus. So let's do that. Also, the guy is not the best trader. Yeah. Well, do we have anything that we could easily depart with? The beer, vodka. We shouldn't forget about the paper from this other guy. Exogen, do you have anything? Yeah. Or actually, we give him maybe the revolver. And 1 knife, huh? No. So 2 ips. Like this, and then you can just keep the rest of the money. So like 15, that's fine. We don't need to be so super efficient as well. So there you go. Well, you know, your face looks familiar. Have we met before? What's your name? The man gives us a doubtful look before shaking his head. My name's Ostap, but I don't remember meeting you outside Peregon. Well, okay, glad to meet you, but we seem to have mistaken you for someone else. Probably. Can we ask you some questions? I'm not in the mood for questions. Well, if you don't want to tell us, then don't. Bye then. I feel that there's more to this guy. But we exhausted all options, right? I hope I'm not cutting off anything. So let's not interfere with them. By the way, that's our car there. Our beautiful car, and I'm actually glad that we came here on foot, because we would have just wasted our gasoline. And there's not so much that we can sell here anyway. So a bored-looking mustached man is looking around the rusty bar. She glanced at us without interest. Is your throat feeling dry? I can get you some of the good stuff. Well, call Aurum for us, comrade. What does that mean? Aurum is away, but I'll tell him you asked for him when he gets back, okay? Well, what's new around here? Power struggles, guards versus traders, official versus documents, bees versus honey. You know how it goes. Talk to Fyodor Maximovich if you want to know more. Okay, could you answer some questions? Why not? Ask away, nothing to do around here anyway. So, why so grim, Jim? Slow day? Yup, we lost a lot of people recently. The local bandits are crazy and the traders are looking for ways to avoid this place. Me and the wife hang on by selling stuff to people who come for the dogfights. Oh, muffled barking can be heard from down below. At least you're getting some business, huh? Can we ask you something else? Yes? What can you tell us about Peregon? Well, it's a former pirate keep turned real settlement, more or less. Less, actually. Still, I'm not going to whine about it. Life is kind of fun here if you know how to live. That is. Okay. Well, we have another question. Well, any juicy gossip you'd like to share? Some so-called scientist once told me that the Hesperus star is an asteroid heading straight for Earth. Ha! Everyone knows the Hesperus star is actually a planet out of the Taurus system. Okay, well, it's possible, right? Sure. So another question, what should we fear in Peregon? Crooks and con artists. A lot of folks here tend to hide their true intentions, but when was the world ever free of such people? Never, I tells ya. Yeah, that's a rhetorical question indeed, right? And speaking of con artists, you know anything about those guys trying to sell cars over there? I think, well, we did some thinking on that one. And without seeing the car that we could buy, I think it would be a very, very bad idea just to give someone money. Especially if we don't know the person at all. So, but, well. So, do you barter anything? Oh, you do have the stuff, but no money at all. That is very disappointing, and we don't need more alcohol, so... Let's go, but thanks. So, and there is actually no one else here to talk to. Let's not pick up anything, but we can go here on the rear side. Can we go up there? No. It's some trash here. Some bottles. Yeah. We don't want to collect empty bottles either at the moment. So let's go here. Unfortunately, we are quite encumbered. And yeah, there are still not 10 kilograms that we could give to anybody. So I really hope that we can get rid of our stuff there. Oh, there's a person with the backpack. That makes us happy. So, but that will be the last person in this episode to talk to. Hello, kind sir. A serious-looking man in glasses is walking the deck, examining a handful of faded yellow documents and wax tablets. He raises his head, adjusts his glasses and squints nearsightedly in our direction. Yes? Is there something you want? Well, nothing in particular actually. Just wanted to chat, but what are those papers you've got there? The man glances briefly down at his documents. Just papers. Do you and I have some business together? Well, that depends. Well, we are looking for work, and also we do have a lot of stuff to sell. But what is it you are doing? What do you need so many papers for? Oh well, it depends. I'm looking for work here in Peregon. The man takes off his glasses and wipes them on the hem of his shirt. After putting them back on, he carefully scrutinizes our face before nodding to himself. I do indeed have a job, a small job involving a particularly complex bookkeeping problem. Are you any good with logistics? Well, I mean, we hate paperwork, right? But we are smart, though. So let's find out, if we are up for that. Yes, the problem is rather complex. We spend a lot of time poring over his documents and logs, but gradually figure out he needs a more efficient way to manage the trade caravan schedules and inventories. We spend the next couple of hours in heated debate over the most efficient way to balance the minimal use of labor, supply and demand, and limited financial resources. Finally, we and our bespectacled friend reach a consensus. Great, damn! Goddamn, it's so nice to meet someone who can speak intelligently to a complex problem. Our work today is really going to help trade in the Wasteland. I can already see how we'll be able to outfit several additional automobile caravans per quarter. Well, happy to help. We love solving problems. And now let's talk about payment. Ah yes, of course. What do you say to 300 rubles? Is that enough? Friend, 300 rubles is slim pickings. Let's bump it up a bit, right? Okay, I see your point. Where else am I going to find a helper like you? Here's an additional 150. That's much better. Give it here. The man hands us 450 rubles. So, let's change the subject and talk some real talk already. By the way, I wonder if there are actually more caravans around now. Like if there's a counter or something. Like the chance to meet some of them has increased or something. So, well. So, I don't see why not. Go on. So, who's the boss in Peregon? The boss is and hopefully always will be, no matter who's at the helm, trade. Goods must flow through the wasteland. Otherwise, even the highwaymen will die out here. Yeah, that's true. Can I ask another question? The man adjusts his glass and nods. What are the issues threatening trade in the world? There are thousands of them. Gang violence, restrictive laws, lack of demand, excess demand, and a lot of other things. Note that most of these threats cancel each other out. Yeah, that's just classic. What? Why? Right. So, and how is life in Peregon? Everything is governed by the laws of the market. That's the first thing you need to know. Second, we've got our own administrative bureaucracy, chiefly represented by Philip Petrovich and his aide. There's one other man whose opinion is widely respected, Fyodor Maximovich. He was the boss of this place before the war. Okay, that's interesting. So this guy also seems to be more the, while probably greedy, being a merchant and so on. I think he's more the civilized and rational sort, right? So, Fyodor Maximovich. Sounds like a good person to support. Yeah, it's certainly interesting. Can we ask something else? Heard any rumors lately that are interesting? Oh, I've heard it said that mimic mutants occasionally steal cattle kept by the Peregon guard. Serves them right. Still, senseless waste like that is always like a knife to my heart. Can't argue with that, huh? But maybe those were wolves and not mimics, but well. So, do you trade? Oh, so sad. Not much, huh? But he does have some ammo. That is worth a little bit. And he does have money and paper. But we can't carry the paper. And we can't carry the scrap metal. But we could use the empty tin. Because empty tins are always welcome. So, but that adds up to 201. So we could actually give him one of the rusty pistols. On a 20 here, and the other one was... Oh, we give him one pistol. And the club. The club is relatively heavy. For 80, right? Hexagen has it, 60. Yeah. Ah, well. Yeah. Anything else? Well, Fidel has an empty bottle. Do we actually... We do have some empty bottles ourselves, right? That's part of our expeditionary equipment. Yeah, there they are. 13! Yeah. But I also feel, you know, there might be some more to that. So how about some beer instead? So like this, huh? Let's do it like that. So we lose 2.45 kilograms, or 2.22 actually. So that's fine. And the ammo goes to us. There. Good, okay, so. But nice talking to you. We don't even know your name, but see you later then. So let's reallocate some stuff here. Because... Ah, that's special 9 ammo, right? But hexogen can actually use the 9mm rounds for the fist. For our boom glove. So those go to hexogen. And by the way, we can actually craft this one here. It's quicker to do it manually like this. 0 experience gain for that. Empty tin goes over there. Fidel. Julba shouldn't carry a sharp knife in his mouth, right? Yeah. We're not getting rid of 9 kilograms. We just need to sell stuff. But why, what is it that is so heavy here? What are we actually carrying? Is it all the ammo? 0.61. I think, yeah, it's also the meat, of course, right? We got so much meat. Where is it? Actually here. It's 8.8. Yeah. That's actually most of the stuff. Yeah. That's too much. 5. Oh yeah, that works. Okay, an oxygen. Can also take 5. No, that's already too much. There. Even 2 is too much. Fidel. Too much. Ah, well. Doesn't matter. Doesn't really matter then. So 6 kilograms. It's the meat. So yeah. But looking at the time, I think this is where we can end this episode. So and here we can actually go downstairs, I think. Yeah, there's another person, and here I think we can also just sleep here. This seems to be the hotel, I guess. Although yeah, we are just we are exploring further. Yeah, we're talking to the people, and then we go inside the ship because we need to find people to trade with, and it doesn't really matter. And oh, did we get a level? Did we get a level there? I mean, we gained a lot of experience all in all. No, I don't think we got a level. But we have 28 points to allocate. But yeah, speechcraft is super high now. I don't feel that we really need more bartering, because I feel that we have actually... I mean, we could increase our money intake, but on the other hand, we have so much stuff that we cannot trade it for enough money anyway. Yeah. We're just waiting, I guess. But here, how many points do we actually get? Where was it? Ah yeah, here. 28 for one level, yeah. Yeah. But I feel, you know, I feel that it's actually a very good way to play a CRPG, you know, to keep 1 level's worth of skill points always not allocated to be able to react to stuff. Yeah. And then if you have this reserve, yeah, and you get the next level, then you can put it into weapons or something else. Yeah. But this way you are not missing out on anything, and that's actually a good thing. So yeah, okay, then thanks for watching. I hope you liked the episode. I really like the humor, and we have read quite some good lines here. I really like the writing of this game. I cannot say this often enough, and I wish other games were like this, but yeah. At the moment, we are pretty lucky, in my opinion, because the games that I'm playing right now, those were pretty good choices, in my opinion. Yeah, although they are more or less the hidden pearls, but they are pretty good choices, in my opinion. Really, really good games on their level. Of course, with some weaknesses, but like the strength, yeah, they are significant, and I like them. So. And what happens next, we will see in the next episode. So thanks for watching, guys. Oh, look! And there is a subscription button you could press right now if you haven't done so yet. And even a shiny like button you could press. That would be nice. And this shall bring you great luck if you click it right now. Thanks for watching. See you next time.